Welcome back to another episode of Inword News. It's your boy Dre. And I'm fresh off the cruise and ready to work. Yeah. An Asian gas station owner in South Carolina killed a 14-year-old black kid because he thought he was stealing water. He thought he was stealing a water bottle from the gas station, so he killed him. They checked the tapes, the security camera. They checked the footage. Apparently that boy was nowhere near killing anybody, or he was nowhere near stealing anything. Like he didn't take any water bottles. He didn't take anything. He was just a kid in a gas station. So the city very quickly destroyed that dude's gas station. Like they got a hold of that very quickly. That don't matter because this is an open and shut case. They reviewed the tape and seen the kid was nowhere near stealing anything. So there was not even a justification for if the kid stole something, they'd be like, well, he shouldn't have stole blah, blah, blah. They'd have had something. The kid didn't do nothing wrong. The kid just went to a gas station. And I'm sure if he gets off, they're going to do much worse than just destroy his gas station. But, prayers to the family because they just lost a child for senseless violence for no reason. Prayers to that city because they now have to deal with knowing that guy's around. And there are people that think just like him. And prayers to this country because this happens all the fucking time. At this point in time, we're all aware that prisoners and schools have the same lunch program. They have the same company providing lunches for them. But New York City is much worse because New York City just found out that their chicken tenders have bones, plastic, and metal in them. Now, the chicken tender is the most beloved menu item for all kids in all restaurants, schools, or not. So this hurts. Bro, if you can't trust the chicken tendies, what can you trust? Michelle Obama was right. The lunch program needs to be overhauled. We for sure need healthier food, and we don't need smartasses in charge where they go, oh, well, you need healthier food? We're going to put the most disgusting, miserable crap, but, technically it's healthy. Because that's what happened. Michelle Obama said we need better food in our school lunches, and they went for a more nutritional diet, but it wasn't actually good. You can for sure get good food. Look up foreign school lunches. Look up European school lunches, and you can see that there's a possibility that we can have that. They just choose not to give it to us. Some wise ass in Utah got the Bible banned from the school district because they were upset that, all these other school books were being banned and all the other books just getting banned from school, racial books, just anything that could be seen as pushing an agenda or causing infractions in school. I don't even know how to present this. Whatever. But yeah, all the stuff about schools being, banned from school or books being banned from schools and all that. This person got the Bible banned just to prove a point. So, of course, the story saying the Bible's banned from school, everyone's like, oh, they're inviting the devil into the school, blah, 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 religion. Bro, this person, there's nothing against religion. They're just proving this is ludicrous. You guys are banning all these books because of the content of them instead of letting children interpret the content however they want. You got them thinking that it's going to incite anything. So they got the Bible banned for sexuality, incest, murder, and many other violent acts. So yeah, they got a loophole. They found a loophole that says hey, one of the most violent books out there, or one of the most violent and sexual books out there is the Bible, and that's allowed. So according to your rules, that should be banned. So they banned it because they had to. And now I'm sure they're going to be reconsidering what constitutes as bad books. Some apartments in Iowa fell over last week after a year of complaints from the tenants. They were saying the infrastructure is bad, it's no good, it's one earthquake waiting to happen, it's gonna get people killed, it's gonna end up in deaths, and they were right. People were dying, people were stuck under rubble, people were in danger, and even though they were warned and all this happened, people were stuck under there, and now the families of those people are hey, go save our family members from the rubble. They wouldn't do it because of reasons. So now there are people on the outside literally looking at their family members and looking at the possessions of their family members saying hey, if you just search right there, I'm sure my loved one will be found. And codes and rules and regulations. So I was about to be in some shit. An NYPD officer has finally been fired for having interactions with black people outside of work and technically inside of work, but not for what you think. A NYPD officer was on his lunch break and decided to do a music video. I don't know if he was invited, asked to, if he knew the person, whatever. He participated in a music video, just not even doing nothing crazy, he was just driving. And I think there was a scene where he's just like in front of the car or whatever. So I don't know what else happened in that music video, but this was enough for him to be fired. So he lost his job. So maybe he'll think twice about, being in music videos in uniform with a police vehicle. Artificial intelligence is out here taking jobs. Apparently 3,900 jobs were taken from Americans last month for just the month of May, 3,900. According to CBS News, this is the first time that AI has been to blame for folks losing their jobs. So you niggas got to step it up. Robot can't take my job, buddy. I'm a creative writer. You can't rely on robots to do creative writing. They don't understand these experiences. They don't understand that people are ridiculous and anything can happen. Now on to the y'all hiring segment. Little Charlie's Gourmet Cookies is a cookie bakery out of the Bay. Bakery. You guys should coin that. They're in Pittsburgh, California. They work Wednesday to Saturday, 11 a.m. to close. I don't know if they ship. I wasn't really paying attention to that. So if they do ship, get you some of them because they look good. And, shout out Little Charlie. I think it's somebody's son. But get you some cookies. Gourmet cookies. La Grace or La Grace. I hope I'm saying that right. They sell journals and apparel. Plus they have like business tips and other things to help you out. Keep you mentally grounded and, running a business, being a person, being human, don't matter. Journals are great. Get your feelings out. Get your, what do they call it? Manifesting. Get your dreams out. Write it down. Repetition increases memory. So if you keep writing down your dreams, keep writing down your issues, keep writing down all that, get through it, work through it. And, support a business. Proud Black Girl Dads is just as a company that highlights the proud dads of daughters that, are there, present, taking care of their kids. I'm learning that there's a lot of issues with parents and the gender of their child because of what they want to deal with or what they consider easy to deal with. And I didn't know this was a thing. I understand that dads, or whenever a girl has a rough life or has a checkered past, it's like, oh, the father wasn't there, or oh, the father's not present. So, this is a company that highlights like, yo, dads do be there sometimes. A lot of the times. I really don't think there's as many absentee fathers as people make it seem, especially in the Black community. I think we're like number one at this point, but I may be biased. So shout out to them. Shout out to the Proud Black Girl Dads. And yeah, go support. And Elite Fitness is a gym in Columbus. They have boxing classes. They have just regular personal training classes, one-on-one, group, individual. I think, that same was one-on-one. You go morning, evenings. I think they take the middle of the day off because, they got things to do too. But Marcus is a great trainer. Marcus is hilarious. He does what he can with everybody. He helps out. He does his best to motivate. So if you come up with a positive attitude, he's going to help you stay positive. And if you come in with a bad attitude, he can generally turn it around. He really cares about everybody. He pays attention to their goals. He looks at you. And even if he can't remember your name because he's bad with names, he's going to give you a nickname that he remembers. But he's also going to be aware of where you started and where you're going. Like, he's good with that. He's actually a really great trainer. So check out Elite Fitness. Also, Marcus and Tony. Tony's another trainer there. Tony's just the same. They are a chaotic bunch, but they care and they get results. Check them out. If you know a Black business that wants to be promoted, or if you are a Black business that wants to be promoted, hit me up. See you guys next week. Bye.